Welcome to this comprehensive guide on Web3, the decentralized internet vision. Web3 represents a fundamental shift in how we think about and interact with the internet. It's not just an upgrade, but a complete reimagining of digital ownership, control, and participation. Throughout this video, we'll explore what makes Web3 revolutionary and why it matters for the future of the internet. So what exactly is Web3? At its core, Web3 is a vision for a decentralized internet built on blockchain technology. Unlike today's internet where companies control your data and digital presence, Web3 puts that power back in your hands. You own your data, your digital identity, and your assets without needing permission from centralized intermediaries like tech giants. Think of it as moving from renting your digital life to actually owning it. To understand Web3, let's look at how the internet has evolved. Web 1, which dominated the 1990s to early 2000s, was the read-only era. Websites were static pages you could only view. Then came Web 2 from the 2000s to present day. This brought us social media and user-generated content, the read-write era. You could create and share, but platforms owned everything you posted. Now Web 3 is emerging as the read-write-own era, where decentralization gives users true ownership of their digital lives. Web3 is built on four fundamental principles. First, decentralization means no single entity controls the network. Second, it's trustless, using cryptographic verification instead of trusting companies or institutions. Third, users have true ownership of their data and digital assets. And fourth, it's permissionless, meaning anyone anywhere can participate without needing approval from gatekeepers. These principles work together to create a more open and equitable internet. Several key technologies power the Web3 ecosystem. Blockchain provides the distributed ledger technology that makes decentralization possible. Smart contracts are self-executing agreements that run automatically without intermediaries. Cryptocurrencies enable digital native money and economic systems. IPFS offers decentralized storage solutions. NFTs represent unique digital assets with verifiable ownership. And DeFi, or decentralized finance, recreates financial services without traditional banks. Each technology plays a crucial role in building this new internet. Decentralized applications, or dApps, are the software of Web3. Unlike traditional apps that run on centralized servers controlled by companies, dApps run on blockchain networks. This means no single entity can shut them down or control how they operate. dApps are typically open source, so anyone can inspect the code. They're transparent with all transactions visible on the blockchain, and they're censorship resistant because there's no central authority to block access. This opens up entirely new possibilities for how applications can serve users. The differences between Web 2 and Web 3 are striking. Web 2 relies on centralized platforms like Facebook or Google that own and control your data. They decide what you can post, who sees it, and how it's monetized. Payments go through traditional financial systems with fees and restrictions. Web 3 flips this model. It uses decentralized networks where users own their data. Communities govern platforms through voting mechanisms. And everything is crypto-native with peer-to-peer transactions. It's a fundamental power shift from corporations to individuals. Web3 is already being applied in real-world scenarios. In gaming, players truly own their in-game items and can trade them freely across games and platforms. Digital artists can sell their work directly to collectors with built-in royalties on future sales. In finance, people can lend, borrow, and trade assets without banks taking cuts or controlling access. And for digital identity, you can control your own credentials and personal information instead of every website storing your data. These use cases demonstrate Web3's practical potential. Despite its promise, Web3 faces significant challenges. Scalability remains a major issue, as blockchain networks can be slow and expensive to use compared to traditional systems. The technology has a steep learning curve, making mainstream adoption difficult. Regulatory frameworks are unclear in most countries, creating legal uncertainty. And some blockchain networks consume substantial energy, raising environmental concerns. These challenges need solutions before Web3 can achieve mass adoption. However, developers are actively working on improvements across all these areas. Looking ahead, Web3 envisions an internet where users truly control their digital lives. Imagine platforms that work together seamlessly, sharing data with your permission, where anyone can build and innovate without asking tech companies for approval. The future focuses on three key trends: interoperability between different blockchain networks and applications, dramatically better user experiences that hide the complexity, and ultimately mass adoption as these improvements make Web3 accessible to everyone. While challenges remain, the potential to create a more open, fair, and user-controlled internet makes Web3 one of the most exciting technological frontiers today.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.